Hello. It is a very special day today for me. It's my birthday, and it is the 40th birthday of our school, of IEDC Bled School of Management. This name, IEDC, the first part, is not well known to people. It is because we started the school in the socialist Yugoslavia when the word management was not well regarded, and so I called it International Executive Development Center, IEDC. And since we were in Brdo pri Kranju, and a long time, like 14 years we were there, we called our school center shortly, Center Brdo. Later, we moved to Bled in 2000, and we added the name Bled School of Management. And since people knew us under IEDC, we were leaving this name and letting this name and calling the school IEDC Bled School of Management. Where we are today, in this beautiful building, in this beautiful place of Bled, which is like one of the nicest places in the world, people are saying. So, first thing I had to do, I had to find the professors. In the socialist times, the management word, as I said already, was not well regarded, but also the idea of management by itself was like we have a technocratic way of governing people, which is sometimes still true. I can't say it's not. But we were then realizing that school should really have the best professors from all over the world. Because my first slogan was, only the best is good enough. And this slogan stayed throughout these 40 years. We got through Dr. Kraljic, who was Slovene, a well-known Slovene in the world, the president of McKinsey company of Germany and later France. We got contact with INSEAD, and we got first two faculty, Jean-Pierre Lehmann and Helmut Schütte, two professors from INSEAD. And you know, as Dr. Kraljic used to say, first class people bring first class, and second class bring the third class. So we were always looking for the first class. Concerning faculty, I soon met then Dean of IMD and President, in fact, of IMD Lausanne, Derek Abel, Professor Derek Abel. I invited him to our school, and then he introduced me to Professor Jim Allard, a famous professor, a legend in finance, who is still teaching in our school. And then we were getting other faculty members from IMD, which is in its philosophy very, very similar to ours. Practice-oriented, international, and very much down to earth. They say real learning for real life. And that is what we need. Why did I make Executive Development Center? Because I saw that universities can educate students, the youngsters, but we need somebody who would change the society and support the reforms immediately. So these were the managers who were already having some years of work experience, but they were lacking knowledge. They lacked the skills. They lacked the motivation to, in fact, better to say, the idea how to lead, to motivate people around them. And so that's why we started. We were immediately international management school. In the first class, we had 3 countries, Hungary, Slovenia, and Croatia. But then very soon, in fact 3 years later, we introduced MBA program, where we have already today about 1,700 graduates. And then we started to be more and more international. We had already 60 professors soon afterwards from abroad, because again, first class people brought first class. So we mostly had them from international institutions like, beside IMD and INSEAD, they came from Rotterdam School of Management, they came from Darden Business School, they came from Harvard, from MIT, from all over the world. And we were of course, also sending our people, our employees, to these schools to see what is the quality. And often they came back home and they said, we do better. So concerning the organizations, we were passing everybody because our people learned very quickly and they had something as DNA in themselves. What is the quality of the service? And this is what we are proud of still today. So besides GMP, General Management Program, which was our first longer program, and MBA, which was after 3 years, and then, of course, a lot of short programs, we introduced, not really soon, but I think it was in the first decennia here in Bled, also the PhD studies, then later the DBA studies, a lot of executive education, and a lot of executive education for companies from around the world. And what can you have better than the company that hears for us in South Africa, like Smolan Company? The company, you know, that even during the war, like it's today in Ukraine, Metinvest, they come to us to study in these difficult times. Then, you know, the companies producing whiskey from UK, etc., etc. So we became very, I think, very important player in the executive education around the world, well known around the world. It is 40 years. And in these 40 years, as I mentioned already, we got a lot of foreign faculty. Also, we have some of our own, and, but not too many, because, you know, it's very difficult to replace people like Professor Jim Allard, like Professor Joe Pons, and others who are really giving master classes to our people. For me, the biggest compliment is not when people say, oh, I learned so much. For me, the best compliment is when they say, this school changed me. This school was changing my ideas. This school made me a better human being. That was said in Macedonia for a newspaper by one of our alumnus. So I am very happy to be, you know, to be responsible for so many years for such a fantastic institution. We were asking our faculty, we have about 65 professors from all over the world, and we asked them to make a video to talk about the future of management education. I believe that this future should be built on the past, on the excellent past, because the excellent past was that we were really inventing a lot. We received by AMBA the prize for innovations. We received the prize for innovations from Wuri ranking and from many, many other institutions. Why were we innovative? We were one of the first schools, I think that we were soon after Stanford introducing ethics in management education. We were soon afterwards introducing art in leadership development. And also the third thing, which was the sustainable development. So all these three things, which we consider as our innovation, as our main contribution, I can say worldwide, are very, very important, and we are enjoying seeing, you know, the artists to come from all over the world. They write us now, they heard of us, and they say, can I come? Like Mr. Namer, von der Namer from Germany, a doctor of music composition. He was writing us and telling, I'm coming now back from South Korea, returning to Germany, where he is from. I would like to come to you and to do the things. And he did. Fantastic lecture. And then we have Edina Selešković from Bosnia and Herzegovina. She is an artist educating in Corcoran School of Art in New York. And then we have Haris Pašović, who is a famous film director. And we have Miha Pogačnik. He is a violinist. He is a fantastic, great personality, a unique personality who is showing you that the first degree of listening is noise. And then only degree after degree of listening comes better. And finally, you put yourself in the shoe of somebody else and you start to understand this person. So much better than you would do otherwise. I can't tell you all what we are doing, but we are a champion in sustainability in Prime. We were the first champion from all Eastern Central Europe. Today there are more than 30 champions from all over the world. Because we really believe that such a school as ours has to have a great impact on society, has to develop the modern ideas of management, modern ideas of leadership. And I believe that on this way we can really contribute a lot to the future development of the society. Leadership through art is something special. It's you know, a famous professor Edgar Schein, who was next to Peter Drucker, my friend, I can say, personal friend, because I was inviting him when we had 10th anniversary of the school. And we made a big event in Ljubljana, in the capital of Slovenia. And Peter Drucker was the speaker at this conference. And you know, since Peter Drucker, I met another fantastic person, and that is Edgar Schein. In fact, it was, because he passed away, unfortunately, already. But Edgar Schein was also talking about art, as Peter Drucker did. And Edgar Schein said, art is helping us to see more, to hear more, to feel more. Art is inspiring. Art is shocking. Art is provoking. And we in our school built the school, which is a piece of art, a jewel. At a beautiful place, which is a piece of art, I can say, Bled, Lake of Bled. And then, of course, we have about 200 paintings in the school, which make the school a very special place. It's also a piece of art. So all this together, it's making our school something special, something unique, and it is an inspirational environment which is making people inspired. I don't want them to go home the same as they came. I want as they came here. I want them to leave the school as an inspired people, as people who will be ready to make change in the society, in their own society, or in, you know, influencing others to make it elsewhere. So at the 40th anniversary of the school, I'm very grateful to all professors, and especially to the ones who will also make some lectures about the future of the school, about the tendency, about the trends in management development around the world, and also help to build a new step further. I shall be very grateful to people who came here recently, if they will develop the school further according to our principles, to the principles we were setting when we said we are the best and we want to stay the best and one of the most interesting, inspirational institutions for management development in the world. So thank you, everybody, and especially my employees, because they were not only following what I was doing and what my team was doing, of the professors and faculty, but they were always, when they saw that something is wrong, the little thing, they came to me and they said, we should do that better. So thank you, and also thank you for your interest in watching this story. A very amazing story which will be published now in the book in the United States. And when the book will be published, we shall make a great party. Again, this will be soon, again to celebrate the 40th birthday of IEDC Bled School of Management. Thank you.